Today we are using a fun build. I shouldn't even be bringing this inside -50 because it's not really meant for that. But I want to showcase it anyway in here just to see how things go. So the beauty about this build is people thought it was a bug at first until Bungie left it alone, and it's still here to this day. So the build is Devil's Ruin being able to ignite enemies without having to use his laser. It can literally just shoot people to the sky and it automatically just ignites them while they're in the sky. So as y'all see, even though the build is seeming like the builders act like it's really good right now in the harder end content, it seems, oh my god, it just destroyed them. Maybe I need to take back what I said. Maybe it's eating good for real. I'm not gonna do this full first section. I'm just going until I die, because like I said, this not technically supposed to be doing good right now. It's actually eating. I don't know how, but it's here. So this suspend. He tried to punch me. Suspend him again. I mean, maybe it can do. Maybe just take a lot of finesse. That's maybe what it is. Just take a lot of finesse to use this build for real. And I got that finesse. You feel me? I got that finesse. I got that finesse. Look, he got suspended. Yep. And then you're dead. So I'm a little shocked right now. I'm a little shocked right now, y'all. See, I don't know what to say because I wasn't expecting this. But I do want to say that I'm kind of flabbergasted. I was looking at my analytics, and it seems like y'all enjoy seeing my gameplay footage, and then the moment the gameplay is over with, y'all bounce. I'm talking like 40% of y'all will be watching like this right here, my actual gameplay. But the moment I go into the build explaining what's going on, y'all bounce, which is so weird to me. It's like y'all don't want to know the breakdown of the build. Y'all just want to see it in action, and once y'all see it in action, y'all like, good enough, and then y'all just bounce. Y'all get what y'all needed, I guess. I don't know, but I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna do a test of me. I'm gonna do a test of me uploading a video of me just doing content, and then see what happens. I'll show the build at the very end of the video, and we'll just see how people accept that as a video. I died right there, and I wasn't supposed to die, but I guess that was a good part to leave off of. Let's get into the breakdown of the build. What up, guys? Alchemist here. I got something nice for you. So today's build is focused around Devil's Ruin. I just got the catalyst for this gun that goes amazing with it. It's collective action, and collective action basically when you pick up a fire sprite or any element to pick up, even throwing a tangle, you get a timer on this weapon, and it buffs the damage by 30% while the timer's on the weapon. So I was like, let me bring back an old build video I did for you guys in Edge of Fate, showcasing this. So Devil's Ruin was an old weapon that got buffed up that make it that photon blows create fire sprites. So that goes in perfect, unison with its catalyst, right? To get that bonus 30% damage. And then when you pick up fire sprite, you can hold swear the reload button to change to a laser that can shoot people and trigger ignitions from doing that, right? But there was a thing that Bungie added, a unique interaction with Devil's Ruin, where basically when you suspend people, if you shoot the person that's suspended, it does scorch stacks, and you can trigger ignitions non-stop while shooting them. So that's the unique interaction with Devil's Ruin and Strand. So I was like, let me make a new build for you guys showcasing this interaction. So the exotic we're using Speed over Slack so we can get our Snaring Slam back as much as possible so we can keep abusing that trait of Devil's Ruin. And then obviously we put Festival Flight on because you want to do tick damage to get that class ability back as quick as possible with Speed Loader Slacks. Your heavy can be whatever you want. I chose a machine gun to deal with barrier champions. Okay. Now, there are 2 artifacts you can go with in this build. You can go the try hard route and use Tabular Ruins, where you do all the, to the shreds with the unraveling, severing, making the woven mail hotspots out there. You can take the usual route that everybody uses. Okay, it's probably the most used artifact everybody's using in this meta. Or you can go with Infinite Curiosity for a little bit more fun and lean more into the power of Devil Ruin itself. So, what Infinite Curiosity has? It has Tangled Web that says creating a tangle, suspend people. Okay? And you can make freaking, tangles by killing strand debuff targets. Everybody gonna be severed from Festival Flight, or they're gonna be suspended, which is a strand debuff, which will make a tangle. Okay? So, that's how I can keep enemies in suspend purgatory and just keep shooting them with Devil Ruin until they die. We have on Elemental Overdrive, picking up Elemental Pickup or Tangle grants increased damage to weapons of the same element. This gives you ×3 surge, so this is giving you 21% more damage if you pick up a Fire Sprite for Devil's Ruin or throw a Tangle for Festival Flight. And then of course that goes on top of collective action that Devil's Ruin got now, where picking up Fire Sprite give it 30% more damage. So we're really juicing up the damage of Devil's Ruin. It didn't look too crazy because we was at -50, but if you're taking it like -30, -40, I promise you'll be deleting enemies. We got Elemental Daze on, so whenever we stun a champion of whatever element, it'll do an explosion of that. So for example, Devil's Ruin stunning Unstoppable will trigger Ignition. I believe Strand do Sever, Stasis do Freeze, of course, etc., right? We got Colorado Darkness. Colorado Darkness says Strand, or this is the main thing you want in this build. It says Strand and Stasis debuff non-boss combatants take increased solar damage from all sources. This increased solar damage by 70%. So this making that when we shoot enemies in the air with Devil's Ruin, we doing 70% more damage to them because they suspended. And then the Ignition gonna do 70% more damage, which is insane. I utilize this in my Stasis build, allowing the War Mine explosions we do with the 7 Seraph armor set. That was allowing the Rasputin War Mine explosion to do dumb damage in that Stasis build. That's why I said people using the wrong artifact when it came to that Stasis build. That Hailstorm stuff, you do not need that. This is what you need if you use that 7 Seraph armor set. Then we have on Elemental Coalescence. This making that any kill we get can make a tangle. So we do kill people with ignitions and whatnot. We can still get the chance to make a tangle in the area to throw. We have on Horror Shuttle because our Beyblades are unraveling enemies. So we can damage those unraveled enemies and make threatlings, and then them threatlings can sever people for us. And then we have on Fever Chill, where getting rapid precision hits give us Radiant for Solar, and then Stasis would be Frost Armor. It don't tell you for this artifact, but even rapid kills will give it to you. So if you get like three kills within like 7 seconds or something like that with a Solar weapon, you will get Radiant, and the same thing for a Stasis weapon. So yeah, got that. And then the armor set we're using is Yearning Echo. This making that our Tangle do 350% more damage whenever we got 5 stacks of Untold Greed. And we get 25% damage resistance while we have stacks on us. So yeah, this just making that the ad control, ad clearing lethality in this build is even better for Strand Hunter. Okay. Then subclass, we're rocking Gambler's Dodge so we can spam Threaded Spike to sever people, but you can put on Marksman Dodge if you don't want to have to reload your Devil's Ruin every time you snare slam people and start shooting the stuff. You can go Marksman Dodge if you want to. Dealer's choice. We have on Shock Grenade. That's how we're doing the infinite, basically, loop of just suspending a champion 24/7. They can't do anything to us. We have snare slam, kill them. It may make a tangle in the area. We suspend them again, and then we keep shooting them. We got snare slam again. Do that again. Keep shooting them. Then we throw our Shock Grenade, suspend them. Keep shooting them again. Then that time we got a snare slam again. It's just an infinite suspend loop for the champion. Can't do anything to us. Okay. We got on Whirling Maelstrom to make the Beyblades for the armor set to do dumb damage. A Snaring Slam, obviously, this is how we're suspending enemies 24/7, but also giving Whooping Mail for the amount of people we do suspend with this. Fragments, we have thread of continuity. Just making that our strand debuffs stay on longer, meaning they stay suspended longer, severed longer, and even unraveled longer. We have on thread of generation, so we deal damage, we get grenade energy back, so we can do more shackle grenades to suspend people 24/7 to shoot them with Devil's Ruin. We have on thread of warding, so picking up orb power deals with mail, just in case we aren't making orbs with attrition. If we are making orbs with attrition orbs, we get them orbs to get wolf and mail on us in case, you know, ensnaring slam is not off his cooldown to give us even more wolf and mail in this build. We want to try to keep wolf and mail up 24/7, so attrition orb with festival flight is very important in this build. That's why I say this build is kind of like not for -50, because without the other artifact that make the wolf and mail hotspots, it's kind of hard to keep wolf and mail on 24/7 if you don't get to suspend a group of people 24/7. So yeah, that's what we got Thread of Warden on. And then we have Thread of Mind. So when we do kill suspended enemies, we get a chunk of class ability energy, so we can do a Snaring Slam again to keep the combo loop going for Devil's Ruin. Again, like I said, if you want to do -50 with this build, you have to shoot yourself in the foot basically and just take out Infinite Curiosity and put on Tablet of Ruin for that survivability. But again, fun build we're using here, okay? Stats you want to go for in your build, you want to go for 100 class, 100 grenade, and then pour the most you can into weapon stat, okay? Try to aim for 200 weapon stats so Devil Ruins can really shine, but minimum 100 weapon stat as well. So 100 weapon, 100 class, 100 grenade, and you're good to go, okay? Mods using this build, we're using Solar Siphon to make an orb when we kill people with Devil's Ruin. We're using Harmonic Siphons, Festival Flight if you kill anybody, make an orb again. We got 2 grenade fonts on, so I have 100 grenade stat. But I have impact induction, so when I do my power mill, I get grenade cooldown for my shackle grenade. 3 resist mods and chest piece. We have on 2 solar weapon surges to you know, strengthen Devil's Ruin when I don't have a fire sprite from the artifact. This will keep the damage up still for us having armor charges, and I have better already on to start health regen. I pick up orb power. We have on Reapers because we are doing the Snaring Slam all day, so we make an orb for the first person we kill. Powerful Attraction, pick up the orbs around us whenever we do a Snaring Slam. And then Distribution, since we are doing the Snaring Slam, we might as well get some ability energy for all our abilities whenever we use the Snaring Slam on a group of people. That's the build, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's very fun and very unique interaction. This is a definitely suspend stun lock type of build. Your purpose is suspending 24/7. Okay. Again, I'm probably gonna upload a test video after this one of a build I probably already uploaded and see how the engagement is on that video to really test which one y'all prefer. Do y'all prefer just straight gameplay video and then I just immediately show everything I got on at the end of the video? Or do y'all prefer how I do my videos now, where I do a little bit of gameplay at the build at the beginning and then I break down and explain what the build is and why I did what I did with this build, so y'all can understand the gears of how everything works. Based on analytics, seems like y'all prefer gameplay, but we're gonna test it out. We're gonna test it out. Anyway, but I do want to hear y'all opinions in the comments down below. What do y'all prefer? Anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. And until next time, stay up.